Yep. Hello. Hello. How y'all doing? Yep. Another chef or cook? What do you think? Look at all these pictures. Who are the cooks? Who are the chefs? Oh, and is there a difference? What do you think? Where's the cooks and where's the chefs? Huh. And these two, cook or chef? Who are the cooks? Who are the chefs? Oh, just because you wear a big white hat? What's the name of that thing? Just because you wear a big white hat, does that make you a chef? And here, this is a cooking school. Actually, it's a popular one in America. I think there's a picture. If you go to a cooking school, are all the teachers chefs? Do only chefs teach cooking? Oh, my grandmother would not like that answer. Okay, warning, warning, stupid question coming. Be careful, look out for stupid questions. Okay, ready? Here are the top cooks at McDonald's called chefs or cooks. Have you ever thought about, oh, I want to be a cook at McDonald's? Yeah, but how much training do I need to start there? Hmm. Yeah, there's three people here. So, who are the cooks? Or are they chefs? Nope, this does not look like McDonald's. Oh, and by the way, well, I do not really like McDonald's. So, no, I don't know. But here. Uh, the guy in the blue shirt, dark blue shirt, jeans, is he a chef? Often chefs wear different clothing, don't they? The guys behind there, the lady, the man, are they cooks or are they chefs? Is this a regular restaurant? Does it matter? Okay, here's a good one for you. These guys, all these people right here. There's a lady there also. How many of these chefs? I said chefs. These guys are chefs. Recognize chefs. Okay, how many of these chefs do you recognize? Do you know any of these guys? People? The woman? How many chefs do you really know? Does it matter? Do you watch any? Do you watch any of the chefs, the cooking programs on TV? Yeah. Okay, here they are. Okay, how many of these chefs do you recognize? Do you really know any of these? Let's see. One, two, three, kind of four. I know four of these. Okay, I recognize. I didn't maybe not know. Well, maybe two of these. I knew their names: John Burton and Chef Boyardee. Notice, most every American knows this Chef Boyardee. Okay, well, F start. Yes, his family name is Boyardee. Boiardi, but he's well known as Chef Boyardee. But do you recognize any? Brian Turner, Jack Lee, John Burton. Yeah, I've seen him before. What? Kev Ashenay, Joseph Johnson, uh, Carmen Gonzalez, Brian Hill, Daniel Clifford. Any of these chefs do you know? Ever seen them? Ever watched them? Ever studied them? What kind of food, what kind of cuisine do you want to be expert at cooking? Hey, here's a mentor. Just watch the programs. Let's look on the YouTube. All kinds of stuff. Come on. Yeah. I don't want to miss this guy. Did you catch his picture up there? Okay, this guy is very popular, in the States at least. Okay. Who is this guy then? A very popular TV chef some years ago. Many years ago. But you still see him on TV, American TV. The Swedish Chef. Okay, from TV Swedish Meatballs. Check it out. He's cool. Funny sometimes. But sometimes it's just silly. But wow, he can teach you something maybe. Okay, Kelly. No joking. All jokes aside. Okay, serious. These two chefs are two chefs I think I would consider. I'd follow these. I'd study these guys, at least these two guys. Okay, very famous and very good. Okay, two chefs you need to know about from the USA. Notice it says from the USA. But, well, Marcus Samuelsson, he was born in Ethiopia. He moved to Sweden for a couple years. But nowadays, he's very, very famous in New York City. Okay, I say from the USA because nowadays, well, both of these chefs are very extremely famous in America. Okay, Gordon Ramsay. Okay, if you don't know Gordon Ramsay now, you've been hiding in the closet too long. Gordon Ramsay, he's all over the internet. He's got several TV shows, good TV, cooking TV shows, okay? And also business management, cooking restaurant business management TV shows. But also, Gordon Ramsay is not originally American. He was born in Scotland. Scottish. But he's now in the USA also. But but check out these two guys. You gotta check out these two guys. Very good chefs. I would follow these guys any kitchen. Okay. Yes, of course, there are many famous chefs all over every country almost. Okay, yes, of course, many famous chefs. But how about famous cooks? Do you know any famous cooks? Do you know any famous cooks who are not chefs? Oh, famous cooks who are not chefs? How can that be? Or can that be? Well, do I know any famous cooks? Oh, sure. Certainly. That's easy as pie. I don't even have to think about that. Famous cooks? Oh yeah, they're all over American TV. Yep, okay. Example number 1 of famous cooks. Okay, this is a very famous TV show. Okay, in America, of course, but you can watch it on the internet also, of course. Rachel Ray, very extremely popular in the USA. Okay. I don't know how long, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years now. Rachel Ray, very popular in the USA. Okay. Check this one out. Okay. You, you got to check it out. Okay. Check her out. You know, the food that she makes. Okay. And here's another famous, very famous cook. Okay. A cook. Okay. This is a popular TV cooking show also. Okay. Paula Dean popularized cuisine of the American South. Okay, in the USA, the South states, Southern states. Okay, you go to America, you think chicken. Well, where does American good chicken come from? The South states. Okay, look at America, look southeast, all of those, a lot of those states. Okay, this is cuisine of the American South. Okay, she's called a chef by many. Okay, she is called, many people call her as a chef, but she has never had any formal training. None, nothing, nada. She's more of a very popular TV cooking host. Okay, she's a TV cooking host. Been on, I don't know how many years, long time. But do you think she is a chef just because she has a TV show and is popular and she knows how to cook? Does that make a person, any person, a chef? What's your opinion? What do you think? So again, what is a chef? What is different between a cook and a chef? What makes a chef a chef? Are they the same? A cook, a chef, are they the same? Or what's the difference? Or is there a difference? What do you think? Check out the dictionary. Look at any dictionary. Any English dictionary. The Merriam-Webster dictionary says a chef is a skilled professional. Oh, big word. Professional cook. Ooh, 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 ooh. A chef is blah, 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 blah. Cook. So is there a difference? Merriam-Webster dictionary says a chef is a skilled professional cook. A trained chef. A trained chef. Oh, so is there a difference to be a chef? What do you think? Okay, here's the real usual qualifications. Here are the usual requirements. Qualifications, requirements. Same thing. The requirements. What makes a chef a chef? What is a chef? Well, a person has a 2 or a 4-year culinary degree. Certificate or degree? Be careful. Certificate and degree, not the same. Okay? A chef has a 2 or 4-year culinary degree. Okay, next. A chef has extensive training under a recognized professional chef. Extensive training. Yeah, at college, you're getting lots of extensive cooking training. Okay, are your professors recognized professional chefs? Actually, yes, they are. One of them, I believe, still, he was working in the Blue House. Do you know? Do you know which one? one of your professors, he used to be a chef in the Blue House. Ha. Okay, what makes a chef a chef? Completing a culinary apprenticeship. Okay, apprentice. You are being taught by a professional chef, means you are a apprentice. Okay, apprenticeship program. You're completing a culinary apprenticeship program. Okay. What makes a chef a chef? Number 4, restaurant responsibilities that include supervisory role. Okay, you are responsible for the restaurant business. Okay, you're a manager. Okay, what makes a chef a chef? Number 5, ability to create and implement. Implement, start restaurant menus. Okay, implement a restaurant menu means to create it and begin using it for your customers. Okay, basically to start a new restaurant menu. Okay, what makes a chef a chef? No, another one here, last one. Experience in management of a kitchen. That means you are the supervisor. You are the boss of the kitchen. Okay, however many cooks you have, well, you become a chef when you are the cook boss. Okay, and what makes a cook a cook? What makes a cook a cook? Well, here's some of the basic usual requirements. Um, a cook is a cook. A person is a cook if they desire to prepare food daily. They have a desire to prepare food. Okay, a desire. Okay, a cook is a cook who performs kitchen duties as they are needed. Cleaning. Okay, next one. Cleaning and washing the kitchen are kitchen duties. Okay, and preparing food, cutting up food, slicing food, that's kitchen duties. Okay, a cook is a cook. A person uses recipes and follows a menu plan. That is a cook. Okay, and last one. A cook is a cook. Usually a person at a learning level of a cooking career is called a cook. The learning level. Okay, they're just beginning. Okay, here's the thing for the textbook. Smart choice textbook. You got your book, got your textbook. Smart choice. Page 38. Look at the top. Okay? Smart choice textbook, page 38. This is exactly following the smart choice textbook. Okay, page 38. At the top. Let me know when you have the page. I'm waiting. Textbook page 38. Yeah, are you there? Hello? No, are you there? Okay, if you're in the textbook, page 38, you're at the top. Okay, check out the language practice. Should and have to. See the gold box? The gold box at HotelCul page. Okay, you there? Okay, well, the basic thing is number 1, number 2, number 3 here. Okay, on the slide. Number 1, have to and must. Okay, here in the book, must, upsale, but the same meaning. Okay, the book says have to, have to, have to. Okay, and must. Number 1, have to and must is the same thing. Yes. Okay, and in the book, It also has should. Okay. Number one on the slide, number one, have to and must is the same thing. In the book, number 3 on the slide, should. Okay? Should and have to. Is that the same thing? No. Big time. No. Have to and should is not the same thing. Okay? Have to is like a rule, a law. Oh, okay? Have to is something you must. You need it. You have to. You must do it. Okay? But should, well, I should do my homework, but, well, okay. So I put in here number 2 on the slide, ought to. Something you ought to do. Okay, have to, it's a rule. It's the law. But ought to and should is something you really kind of need. Okay, have to is it's the rule, but ought to and should is, well, it's kind of good suggestion. If you don't do it, you're kind of dumb. Okay, but here, okay, in real conversation, okay, ought to and should, basically the same thing, but ought to is always, pretty much always stronger, more important. Okay, you ought to come to class. You ought to do your homework. Okay, well, yeah, you should do your homework. You should come to class, but ought to if you don't do your homework. Ought to if you don't come to class, you're gonna die. You get an F. So ought to has a very hard result, consequence if you don't. Number 2, ought to, if you don't do, you're gonna die. Maybe, very important if you don't. Whereas number 3, well, you should. If you don't, you might be sorry. You will be sorry. Okay, so tachi. Ought to and should is the same thing, but ought to is always more important. Good. Okay, here's some good examples. I don't think these are from the book, but these are some good examples. Okay, have to. Okay, have to or has to. Okay, have to and has to, same thing. It just depends how many people. But have to and must is the same thing. They are both rules. It makes you legal. Okay, you have to come to class to receive attendance credit. Attendance, chusoku. Okay, you have to come to class, or you have to finish your homework for chusoku. Okay, have to. The next one, you must pay the tuition. You must pay the tuition for college classes. Tuition hakbi. Okay, you must pay. If you don't pay, well, they will never give you your piece of paper that says you went to college. Okay, your certificate. Well, actually, college, it will be a diploma. Okay, if you go to a hagwon, a cooking hagwon, you might get a certificate. But the college will give you a diploma. Different. Okay. Number 3, have to. You have to have a driver's license to drive in Korea. You have to. Next, and you must have car insurance to drive your car. You must have. You're really stupid if you don't. But it's also in Korea a law. You must have car insurance. In America, you must have car insurance. But many people do not. Well, actually, here in Korea, wow. The husband of a friend I knew a couple of years ago, he was driving with no insurance. Be careful. Don't be stupid. Next one. How old must you, in question, 질문. How old must you be to get a driver's license in Korea? In Korea, you gotta be like 20? What? In America, if you are 16, okay, 17 Korean age. If you are 17 Korean age, in America, you can get a driver's license. Fool, drive by yourself, driver's license. Okay, next one. The city government, Lee Jong. The city government says everyone has to wear a mask outside now. Everyone has to. Has to. Uh-oh, better be careful of that one. Last one, have to. Yes, we all went bungee jumping. Oh, this one. Yes, yes, we all went bungee jumping. It was thrilling. Oh, you have to try it. Okay, bungee jumping. Is it a law? Is it a rule? You must go bungee jumping? Well, no. Here, have to is a friend, excited friend. Oh, you have to try this. Oh, it's great. You can kill yourself, but it's great. Okay, part 2. Ought to. Ought to and should is the same thing. Ought to and should. Same thing. Advice. It's a suggestion. To be healthy, we should sleep 7 to 8 hours every night. To be healthy, you should get some exercise every day. But you should not exercise just after eating. You ought to get a part-time job in a restaurant. 아르바이트. 식당 아르바이트. You ought to get a part-time job in a restaurant. You ought to talk to your professor about it. And 마지막. Maybe you ought to find a more caring boyfriend or girlfriend. Okay? You ought to advice, a suggestion. Remember. Okay, I want you to notice something. Okay, in every one of those sentences, every sentence and question. Okay, look back at the last slide. Every sentence. 모든 다 모든. 이거 누구 or 무슨, who or what, plus have to, plus 동사. Okay, you have a who, a person, or you have something what. Okay, plus have to, and plus a verb. Okay, that is the correct writing for this. Have to and should. Okay, you have who, you have to, and you have a verb. Okay, you have who, should, and a verb to make a sentence, to make a suggestion sentence, to make a advice sentence. Okay, copy this one down. Take a picture of this one. Okay, again, real pronunciation, no, not again, okay. Have to, ought to, and should. Okay, have to, real 영어회화 conversation. In conversation, people do not say, Americans, whoever, they do not say, I have to go, I have to eat, I have to sleep. No, they say have to, ta. Hafta doesn't sound like V, sounds like F. Doesn't sound like to, sounds like ta. Hafta, hafta, hasta, hasta, oughta, ought to. 천천히 말해. Yeah, ought to. But 진짜 영어 외와 hafta, oughta. I oughta do my homework. Okay? Have to and has to mean the same thing, but has to, well, my dad has to. One person, 한 사람. Okay? My girlfriend has to. Okay? Girlfriend, 한 명. 맞아? Yeah, okay. Yeah. But have to, 많이 사람. 두 명, 많이 사람. Okay, all the classes have to finish the test. Okay? And oughta. Okay? Again, just pronunciation. 여기. Have to. oughta. Have to. oughta. Have to. oughta. And another very common one. Very common one. Okay? Especially when you're talking to friends. Talking to someone you know very well. Okay, this is very common. You always hear this. Okay, if you're using should very, very often, usually the person will use the word think in the same sentence and before should. Okay, 문장에 I think blah blah should. Okay, I think 누구 should. I think 무슨 should. Okay, I think my uncle should buy blah blah blah. Okay, I think we should finish. I don't know. I think you should eat at Mom Touch. Okay, I think you should try 통새우 burger. I think you should eat choripong every morning. Breakfast. Choripong is not a snack food. It is a breakfast cereal. Shut up. Okay, usually think is used with should. Okay, it's a very common advice sentence. It's a very common suggestion sentence. Okay, think plus should, okay, is a good friend's advice. Your friend is telling you something you should. Something is a good idea for you to do. Okay, your friend thinks something is a good idea for you to do or to have, whatever. Example, yogi. 문장 한. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning. I think we should wait a little more. Okay, you're waiting at the subway station for somebody, your friend, whatever. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning. I think we should wait. I think we, 누구, should, 다음에 동사. A new car. A new car is nice. Number 2, a new car is nice, but you have no job yet. I think. 생각. I think you, 누구? I think you should save. Okay. Number 3, you have not done any homework yet? Oh, you're crazy, man. I really think you should get it done now. I think. Think. You. 누구요? I think you should get it. Get. Do it. Okay, here get is do it. Get it done. Well, do it. And number 4, a job at Kimbap Nara? No way. I think you should work in a real restaurant. Kimbap Nara? That's not real cooking experience, is it? I don't know. Your opinion. I think you should work in a real restaurant. Next one, it's already getting cold out every day. I think you should buy a warmer coat. It's winter, man. Next, but Kelly and Brian are only 22 years old. My cousin. But Kelly and Brian are only 22 years old. Think, I don't think they should marry yet. Okay, well, can be either one. I think or I don't think. Okay. And Majimak, your nose is running and you're coughing. I think you oughta. I think you oughta go see a doctor. Come on. Okay. Now let's go back to the beginning of this video. What is a chef? What is a cook? Are they different? Okay. Combine chef or cook with page 38. In the textbook, no, it says nothing about chef or cook. But hey, why not? Okay, what do you need here? What do you need to be a chef? Well, a chef usually has to have, a chef usually needs to have, almost a requirement. Most organizations, cooking culinary associations that give you the title of a chef require you have to show them that you actually studied culinary in some kind of good school or some kind of whatever institute. I won't say academy, but well, you're going to college. Hey, that's a 2 or 4 year degree. Yes. Next one. What do you need to be a chef? A chef has to have extensive training in culinary arts. Culinary arts, culinary skills. Here, arts means skills. Okay? A chef has to have extensive training in culinary arts. Number 3, a chef must have experience in managing a restaurant kitchen. Okay? Must have experience managing a restaurant. Okay? And number 4, what do you need to be a chef? A chef must be able to create new restaurant menu dishes. Menu items, menu dishes. Okay? A chef must be able to. Okay? Okay, in the blue, what do you need to be a cook? A cook, at minimum, a cook at least, should be self-taught, should be self-trained in cooking skills. Cooking skills, cooking arts? No. Cooking skills. We never say cooking arts. No. But culinary arts. It's more professional sounding. Culinary skills? Yeah, maybe, but usually culinary arts. But cooking skills. Okay? What do you need to be a cook? Number 2, I think a successful cook. Nugu? A successful cook should have, I think a successful cook should have much self-motivation. Number 3, a cook ought to recognize the responsibility of following a leader. Okay, the kitchen boss is the cook's leader. Maybe executive chef. Executive chef. Okay, executive chef is the cook's leader. Okay, line chef. Maybe. Okay, Majimak. What do you need to be a cook? A cook ought to have a real desire to please people with food. Food. Where's my food? Ooh, oh, sukje, my favorite. Oh, yeah. Chusoku. Oops, you need this one, Baba. Sukje, homework. Okay. Fill in the words, fill in the blanks. Is it must? Okay, here. Have to and must. Oh, yeah. Same thing. Shihome, must, have to. Same thing. Okay. Shihome, ought to. ought to and should. Well, kind of the same thing. And even here in the Sukje, I think. Oh, I think. Therefore, I am. Ha. Yeah. Okay, just fill in these. Which ones? Wow. The examples are all through this video. Okay, kind of, somewhat. It's late. Oh, it's time to go home. I need to go home. I need to stop. Oh, just Sukje Chusoku. Hebayo. Bye bye.